Hey, so I just watched the New Mutants and it was surprisingly decent. I went in with zero expectations because you go in with no expectations, you cannot be disappointed. And I wasn't disappointed. I went in, I didn't do any like background reading on the thing. I hadn't read the comic which the New Mutants is based on, so I pretty much didn't know anybody from that thing. Like I was like, who are you? Who are you? Like I was watching it and I'm like, oh, so you're a Russian girl? 'Cause I didn't even get their names. There's the Russian girl. Uh, there's the main character chick. There's the doctor, the suspect. I suspected the doctor from the very beginning. Turns out she was actually suspicious. But I really like how Falk they like got out of their own shadow because with the X-Men movies they had created like an expectation for themselves like it was a shadow like you couldn't like if I say X-Men the first thing I think of is like Magneto, Wolverine, Professor X, those guys, and none of them are in this thing. It's like a really self-contained story in this house, hospital, house, lab, prison thing. I don't exactly know what it is. It was weird. There's this dome around it, like this force field dome. That's the Doctor Mutant power. She makes like force fields. I don't know, and she like trapped these kids inside. There's the chick from Game of Thrones, and some other guy. I mean, I've seen him somewhere, but I don't remember where I've seen. Like, it was a bunch of underground kids, and I mean, I'll admit it was pretty slow. Like about 50 minutes into the thing, I was like, okay, can this movie start? Again, maybe not 50, about 40 minutes. I'm like, can this movie actually now start? And I mean, I get it was, I think it was originally planned like to be a trilogy. Like there's supposed to be like two movies after that. So like the first one is just mainly like character introductions and everything. But I mean, Disney bought Fox, so that's not gonna happen. We're not gonna get a trilogy. The X-Men are gonna be rebooted. Finally, we're gonna get like proper X-Men. I'm really looking forward to proper X-Men. Um, I mean, the New Mutants was supposed to come out in 2017, but like delay upon delay upon delay upon delay, and it's finally here. And I mean, it's not that bad. Like I would have expected it to be worse because Fox X-Men. I mean, they messed it up and they didn't drop the ball. Surprisingly, they tried something new, something different, something self-contained. There were just like a few minor references to like the other X-Men movies. Like they said X-Men. Like when they said X-Men, I was like, haha, I knew it. They referenced a school for gifted children, which could only be Professor X's, academy. The Doctor Woman works for Essex Corp. Those are the guys that they stole Wolverine's blood from the X-23 program and they made the mutant in Logan. And I think this movie had actually a bigger connection to Logan than any of the other X-Men movies. I was trying to figure out where in the timeline it lies when I was watching it. And I'm like, is it pre-Logan? Is it post-Logan? I figured out it's probably after Days of Future Past, but just before Logan because the X-Men are still a thing. So that means Professor X hasn't killed everybody. Um, and other than that, like it was really self-contained. I mean, obviously, there was the fire guy. I think he's Sunspot. I don't really know. Like, is he Sunspot? Is he not Sunspot? Because if he's Sunspot, that raises big questions. Because Sunspot was in Days of Future Past, and he was like different. So like this Sunspot and that Sunspot, same universe. But then again, it's Fox, so they probably did that, and they just forgot. They always forget. They make these silly errors. But overall, I mean, I enjoyed it. I didn't really know what was going on until like the end, of which I still kind of don't know what was going on. But it was a really good story. I gave it a 7. I was kind of generous. Probably should have given like a 6.5, but I can't put decimals on my IMDb thing. So like a 7. And I liked an X-Men movie that came post Days of Future Past. So if you like that, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe here, or I don't know where the subscribe thing is, but